As a company, could you just briefly explain to our audience what Space Adventures does?
Space Adventures is the only current space travel company. We are the company that has taken all of the private citizens who've flown to space on their expeditions, if you will. We've flown 5 people. They all visit the International Space Station. The 6th client will be flying on October 12th of this year, and that's about a $35 million trip. So it's probably the most expensive travel experience out there.
Has the price gone down over the last few years, or is it going up? What did it cost the first person that went, and who was it?
The price has almost doubled. It was 20 million the first time, and that was a gentleman by the name of Dennis Tito. And probably will go up in the future. I mean, the raw materials used to make the rockets are just like everything else dependent on commodities, getting more expensive. So we fly to the International Space Station, which is a joint project between NASA, the Russian Space Agency, the Europeans, etc. And but the rocket we use to get there is a Soyuz, which is a Russian-made rocket.
They would they'd go to Russia and take off from there.
Yeah. The launch site is actually in Baikonur, which is in Central Asia and Kazakhstan.
And they're up there for how long?
About 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Now we do have, so this is of course our premier experience. It's frankly one of the flagship travel experiences on the planet, or off it. And but we do have another program that is a bit more available for the rest of us who would like to experience space, and that's called zero gravity flights. And the zero G flights are specially carried out in a Boeing 727 that we own, that's fully padded on the inside. And throughout a 2-hour flight, we're going to take you on a parabolic path that will generate about 10 minutes of pure weightlessness during the flight. And that's about $4,000 per person.
How popular is that?
Oh, very. We have flights every weekend. And we operate out of the Kennedy Space Center in Florida and out of Las Vegas.
Where will we see space travel and your company, Space Adventures, be 5 years from now?
I think 5 years from now we'll certainly be developing some new programs, but we'll be doing more of what we do now. We'll probably still be the only company that can take you to space in 5 years. Hopefully 15 or 20 years down the path, we may even have some space hotels and some new adventures for people. But space travel is something that takes a long time to develop. We have a number of accredited agents who are helping us to find astronauts to go to space. They can, of course, contact us directly at our website, www.spaceadventures.com. But space travel is a global industry. It's a global event, and we're encouraging people from all over the world. There's many countries still that do not have astronauts. So there's an opportunity out there for people to be the first, for example, from their country to do it.
And for the green industry, are there any issues that they might point out that the carbon emitted for flying to the International Space Center create? Have that been brought up?
Well, it's a very fair question. The truth is, though, that opening up space, of which space tourism is really the catalyst, is almost critical to our survival as a species. And as we have fewer and fewer resources on Earth, we will have to get our resources from space over the next 200 to 300 years. Energy, solar energy and materials and things like that. And so it's very much in the interest of having a clean Earth to develop space. And that's something that really is an overriding goal of our company, but it's a very long-term goal.